from SUP Wilderness Adventures here. I'm at Greek Chapel Cricket Centre in Logan. Now, if you guys have been struggling with the iSUP backpacks that just absolutely kill you here and don't have any wheels, I have the answer. I've been using the Kookaburra bags for years, the cricket bags, because they've got different compartments, they've got a place for our paddles, they're absolutely brilliant. But mine have all corroded over the years, and so I'm due for a new one. So I've come in here and I'm sussing out the different bags, and I want to tell you why these are so awesome. Because iSUP bags suck. They usually don't have a great way to pull them, they usually don't have wheels, you've got to stick them on your back, they just suck. So check these out. This is the Helix. It goes for, I'm talking Australian dollars here, $1.99. And the Helix one has a place for the wickets down here. So in my language, it has a place for your paddle. What I do with this division is I just take the scissors, run them down a little bit of the way, and that way the blade of the paddle fits in there nicely. It's nice and hard here, so when it goes in the plane, it doesn't get damaged. So that's a really cool thing. The other cool things, this bag has pockets. Look how deep that is. So, as you know, when you're paddling, you've got all sorts of crap that comes with you. Leg ropes, fins, your life vest, your inflatable life vest and so on. Or your clothes, or your mask and snorkel. So up here is another pocket. Perfect. It's nice and water resistant, so you can put your paperwork in there if you want. And then this is the key. Now a lot of cricket bags open at the top. That's going to be a problem if you're rolling your board up. You don't want to roll it too tight, so it can damage your fibre inside. So look at this. I'm just going to trash their shop. Look at this capacity. Now, this is pretty damn cool. You can take me to Venice if you want now. Just zip me up, I'll be right. But if I can get in it, you know your SUP can get in it. And so can your clothes and everything else that you're traveling with. So it's got a separate layer here, so if you wanted to put something behind it that might damage your SUP, that's perfect. But here's the bit that I like the most. It's got wheels. I'm not going to end up with a migraine trying to carry 20 kilos of SUP shit plus all my clothes. So I love this. $199. That's dirt cheap if you compare it to SUP bags with wheels. And it's got 3 wheels, so that makes it nice and sturdy. So I'm really happy about that one. This one, it's $285, 160 litres. You don't really want to go under about 150 litres if you can help it for an iSUP bag. So again, we got this bit at the back, 3 bits, so I just slice them down. Nice little pocket at the top. That looks like where I'd stick my stinky reef walkers. 3 pockets at the side, which is awesome. That looks to me like bikini, towel, and whatever else. There's another pocket here. That's pretty cool. Again, that looks like snorkel gear would go in there for me. Now, this top pocket you can see the opening. You would have to maneuver it in like that and be careful not to damage it on the zip, but the zip's not metal, which is also good, because if you've got metal zips and you've got salt on your board, it's going to corrode it like it did with my past bags, and then you can't open the damn thing. And it's also got that baffle there and a nice supportive base to it. Now, why the base is important, that it gives the bag structure. You can see this bag doesn't have as much structure but it's still decent, is when you've got a board in it, the weight can throw around and it can all just go to one side or the other, and that can make it difficult to pull. You also want to be careful about where this handle is placed. If the handle is placed too far there, you're going to end up dragging the bag and kicking your heels, whereas here it's at a nice angle. So that's a pretty good bag too. In my books, they're much a muchness. My preference still sits with the Helix, not just because of price, but look at this. These wheels are super duper tough, and there's 3 of them. So it gives you really, really good stability and all terrain, because you know we're going over all sorts of crap terrain. Not on nice grass. Okay, next one. So this is their own brand by the look of it. It's a decent size. It's got this so that your handles can go together when it's going into checked baggage, but also some padding for your hands because they get heavy. And inside, it's a bit more basic. It's got space. I could fit a SUP in there. It's got this in compartment here. That's okay. It's not bad. It's got the paddle area. So that's good. Goes all the way down, no problem. If you've got a 3-piece paddle. Some side pockets. And you know what's nice about this one? It's light. I will weigh these bags and put the weights on with the video separately. This is the lightest, but the wheels are not as good. This one also, you can see, has the best structure and the best size of side pockets and the best opening so far. So Helix is still my preference right now. So that last one, the grey Nichols one, not a name brand of yours, sorry, is $3.25. So we're starting to jump up in price. Now here's the next grey Nichols. And it feels like it's already full of all my crap. So let's see what we've got. Nice little area here. We don't have any space for the paddles because we've got this, which I love. It makes life so much easier to have one of these. And look, it can stand up. It doesn't have to fall over and crush small children all the time. So it's also got another handle here which is nice and padded. It can stand up because it's got this. And the wheels are pretty decent. It's also got this protection so that when you're dragging it behind you over stones, you're not going to trash your bag and end up with a hole. And it's got protective rails down here. So all up, it's a really nice bag. Let's have a look at all these other pockets, see what's going on. Love this, like Christmas. Oh, this is weird. This is cool. Right, in here, this is good and it's bad. In here, you've got 2 separate segments, and this can be taken out if you need more room, right? And there's some pockets in there too. How deep are they? Oh, crap, let's see. Well, they're pretty deep, so they're pretty awesome. Your paddles can easily go inside. And there's good support on the side of the bag, so they're not going to break. So that's all cool. And when I look at this, yeah, I'm going to just grab it. Okay, it doesn't come out all the way, but it can go flat. So what it allows you to do with this, oh that's weird, with this bag, is put the board all the way in. Yes, it's through a small opening though. And you can create sub-compartments if you want. You've got more pockets down here for all your wet gear. And this is where you store the baby. So it's a separate area that you can throw your clothes into. My key concern with this, yep, I can get the length of the board, but I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get my board in there. It's big enough, I could get in there, so in theory the board could get in there. And I like that it's got this area for clothes. I love that it's got so many pockets and they're a decent size. Oh, goodness gracious. All sorts of goodies. Oh, this is wicked. This pocket is for your beer. Perfect. And this one's for your food. So your pate and your wine. Of course, sup and sip. Responsible paddling. But yeah, I could fit, I reckon I could fit my board and all my paraphernalia in there. Here's the one thing I'm concerned about. It's heavy. I'd say that's already about 7 kilos. Now my board and all its bits and pieces, that's going to take another 8. So that's going to put me over my weight. That's a big problem. And I'd say a lot of the weight has come from this, the telescopic handle, which as girls we all love. So I'm a bit heartbroken because I love that. I love that on so many levels, especially the esky bit. So here, last but not least, okay, so we've got somewhere to put all my papers. This reminds me of my old kookaburra because it's got 2 levels. So check this out. You've got one level here. It's got a zip so I can go through to the other level if I have to. And then you've got room underneath. Now, the depth of it's not huge, but you could probably flatten your board enough to get in there. Here's a nice little pocket for your leg rope. But if you can't get your board in, this opens up and you've got more depth. So I do like this. Ooh, I really like this. I love ways to separate out clothes. I'm not 100% convinced that the board would fit without the separation being opened like it is right now, but it might. My board's in Thailand, so I'm pretty optimistic. Wheels are awesome, seriously sturdy. Protection here, stand here, love it, and there we go. So it rolls really nicely. That's weird. So this is the same brand. I reckon that's about 3 kilos heavier. 2 or 3 kilos heavier. Probably because it's got so many more pockets and the eskies. So, out of all those bags, I don't know which one you like the best. The price on those 2 legends, what are we talking roughly?
380.
380, so we're getting up there in price. This one's got 2 handles, which is super helpful. I'm sad that it hasn't got the separation, but it does have all those other pockets. It's $1.99. It's got the stand. Let's see how it stands up. You can tell which way I'm veering. I'm sold on this one. My second. I love the SPs on that. But my second. It's hard to tell. Probably one of these three, probably one of those two, to be honest. I just wish this had telescopic, but I'd say that's only about 3 kilos. So that's really, really good. I could probably get away with that if I smiled nicely at the right person behind the counter. So I think this is the one I'm going to go home with. So guys, if you've got the same problem as the rest of us and you're like, what the hell am I going to do about my stand-up paddleboard bag? I want to travel with it, I need to keep it all together, I need to put my clothes in there. What you need to do is go to a really good cricket shop. Don't just buy online. If you buy online, you can't really check everything out. And they don't give weights online. Make sure it is 150 litres capacity or more. And if you're in southeast Queensland, I really recommend that you come here to Greg Chapel in Logan. It's where I've been buying my bags for the last 10 years. But cricket's been around a hell of a lot longer than stand-up paddleboarding. They know what they're doing. And one more thing, you can get the protective gloves for $8. Just the white gloves for cricket so that you're not burning your hands. They're awesome for paddling, and you can use them in the water too. So if you're into distance paddling, you've got to have those gloves. They just make such a big difference. Anyway, I hope that helps you. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Awesome.